I mean, it was a Sunday, June 11th. Jackson and I had gone to have lunch with my dad and stopped at the grocery store, spent $110. Just gotten home, putting groceries away, and I heard an explosion out back. The neighbor where it started, he was burning stuff on his grill, and he had run around the houses trying to, with a 5-gallon bucket, thinking he was going to fill it up and run back and try and put the fire out. Looked out the window and there were flames in my neighbor's house up to the 2nd floor. The yard was on fire. And I said, Jackson, we gotta go.
I actually wasn't home. I teach swim lessons, and I was in the pool teaching swim lessons at the time. My watch was buzzing with text messages and phone calls from him, and I can distinctly remember looking down in the middle and being like, why is he bothering me so much? You know, it's exactly where I am and what I'm doing. And on just another look down, he had texted a picture of the house on fire and jumped out of there and left and came home and was home in about 7 minutes.
Like 4 firehouses,
Yeah, they're really
two Mayday calls. I mean, it was 100 firefighters here.
Yeah, it ended up being a 3-alarm fire, but there were firefighters that were injured in coming in through the not burning house into our house.
Yeah, the house next door, they busted through the wall, and I mean, some of the firefighters, a couple were, I think, I heard they were trapped upstairs and had to go out a window to get out.
Yeah. So the fact that, you know, like knowing that that's what those first responders do in that situation, and that you know, put us in that situation was like, oh wow, like that's real. You know, something like this you see and hear about on the news, but you never think like, oh, that could happen to you. It's not something that you're prepared for.
14 people are displaced after a fire tore through 4 townhouses in Prince William County. The blaze started inside a home along Malvern Way in Bristow just after 3 p.m. Sunday. By the time firefighters arrived, heavy smoke was showing from residences.
So I took my wedding, well, actually I lost my wedding ring. It had fallen off my finger and I couldn't find it. And then for some strange reason, I looked down in the bathroom and there it was on the floor. So I picked it up and I put it in a drawer in the bathroom vanity. And I just forgot about it. So then the fire happened. I had planned to maybe try and get up there at one point, but then George came out.
Hi, I'm George Schwartz. I'm the owner of Restoration One of Centerville.
They went inside, they went up to the 3rd floor and they pulled some stuff out and they said, is there anything else that where you know something is that we can get out? And that's when I mentioned the wedding ring.
So I made my way through to the bathroom door, and the counter was, or the vanity was still pretty much intact. And I went through his stuff, and usually we don't do that, but in this case I did. And very, very quickly, yes, in the 2nd drawer, I found the wedding band, and he couldn't believe when I came down that I actually had his wedding band in my hand. It was heartwarming to see. Yeah, good moment.
Yeah, this was our family room. And we had a
right
fireplace over here. Chris's office is over here. Back this way. Oh yeah?
Huh?
Laundry room right here. Washer and dryer. Furnace.
Yeah, hot water heater. is in there.
Bathroom.
That was the bathroom.
I
right
was
there.
like, what is this? Bathroom.
The stairs were came up here, and this is underneath the stairs, the sump pump.
And our
Front
not
door
lovely
back
hardwood
here.
floor that's still partially still going. Yeah. And then this is the garage right here, which we actually managed to recover quite a bit of stuff out of the garage. You know, these folks were like a known quantity with, you know, relationships beyond just the business that they were in. And I just know in, you know, sitting down here and talking through what had happened to us, and, you know, this situation was complicated at best because of, because of the idea that it's a townhouse, right? It's not not a single family standalone house. And that was some of the challenge in some of the conversations we had with some of the other people we did speak with, either in not wanting to take the project on or clearly not being sure how to take the project on.
The building is what we know to do. We know how to do that. We're Class A licensed. We build stuff all the time. So it wasn't the building, it was the demolition, because you could probably name the times on one hand in the tri-state area, probably, that you have townhouse fires, number one. Number two, that townhouse fires that are total loss, that include more than one. And number three, interior units. So the demolition was what was hanging us up as far as our expertise. So when we found our framer, Juan, and he said, I'm willing to take this project on, that's when I could pull the trigger with the Griffins and say, yes, we have the team that we can do this.
I think come on up here. There you go.
Got it?
Can you tell Jorge, tell us your name and how old you are?
I am Jackson, and I am 8 years old.
Yeah.
And this is my mommy and daddy.
Okay. What do you think about, we're gonna get a new house, right? Right? Yeah? What are you most excited about in the new house? What's gonna be so great about our new house?
I want a new gaming setup.
A new gaming setup, okay.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So living in the townhouse, we've always known that there would be a time when we needed, or not needed to, but should probably look for something that's more 1-2 level to be able to give him less, or give him a space where has to navigate stairs less, but also to upgrade some things that could be custom fit for him.
You're starting from scratch, we can make some improvements. That's pretty exciting. And you're limited because we're limited within the confines of the property lines and the home lines, so we can only do so much with it. But I think we spent a lot of time talking about the design, especially the bathroom.
Yeah.
His bathroom, making sure his bathroom had 0 threshold so he can get in and out without having to go over large steps and